and today I'll be talking about a somewhat of a heavy topic. It's not so heavy anymore because it has helped me to admit to it and work on it. So today I'm going to be talking about depression. So I'm normally the strong friend who is always there for everybody, always giving jokes, always doing the most to make everybody laugh. But lately, well, a couple of months, it came to my attention that I was not just sad, but I was going through a phase of depression. I went through my journal and reading over all the journal entries, I realized that it's been happening for a while. And I just decided to, since I started this whole IGTV and YouTube channel, I said, why not talk about depression? Because there's so many people who look at me and be like, you're so amazing, you're so great, you're always so happy, how do you do it, how do you keep your head above water? And a lot of times people don't know what's going on inside of my head. So I decided to talk about it. So yeah, let's get into it. By the way, I want to thank Sipping Wine Bar for my lovely drink today, and Wine for Me JA. You can check them out on Instagram at Sipping Wine Bar and at Wine for Me JA. So let's get into it. So depression, it can come in many forms. It can come in a wave of sadness. It can have you feeling worthless, feeling down and out, feeling lazy. You don't want to take care of yourself. You just don't want to do anything, and several things can cause depression. I know for sure the fact that I'm a recent graduate and life seemed so promising coming out of university, and then boom, we had this pandemic. It kind of played on my mental along with other things I was dealing with, so it kind of sent off a trigger. Plus, other relationships can affect your depression as well. Relationships with friends, relationship with a significant other, relationship with parents, family, so many things. So I did a little note taking, and so if you see me looking down, I'm kind of reading from my, if you know me, my everyday book. So it can come in many forms. There are several symptoms, but I advise that you go to a professional as well, because not only can you experience depression from day-to-day activities, it can also be from genetics and other stuff. So I would suggest, and here are my parents, my support system. So I would suggest that you will seek help as well. If you don't think you're at that level, you can do self-coping. So it can include you feeling sad, you losing your appetite over things, loss of interest in a lot of things, wanting to sleep. You're my father now. Father, 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 father. So yes, you want to sleep away your thoughts, you feel worthless, and you're wishing the worst for yourself. Now depression, it can strike at any time. It don't really have a set time that it says, oh, let me come into your life. You just will feel a wave of sadness, and it can just continue straight throughout, and maybe you should seek professional help if that is the case, or talk to a friend, family. Just find a support system. Point to note, being sad does not mean that you're depressed. Sometimes you can feel sad, it don't mean that you're depressed. Just go through the motion, go through the waves of life, and you'll get over it. But sometimes that sadness pile up on top of one another can lead to depression. However, don't overlook that sadness. Do not, because you don't know what it can lead to. So just think about your mental health. If you feel like it's going to that direction, talk to a friend. You can go online, you can call. There are numbers out there. I'll place it there. Yes, I'll place the numbers at the bottom of the screen so you guys know who to contact. So Depression, it can affect anyone, you know. It doesn't have to be someone who always seems down and out. It doesn't have to be an introvert. It can affect an extrovert. It can affect a strong friend. It can affect your parents. It can affect so many persons, because we're only looking from the outside in and we don't know what is going on. So just make sure to check on everybody, no matter what. If the Lord say send a text, send a text. If the Lord say call, because you never know, you might help that person out. So I'm going to give you ways how I dealt with these things. So at first I didn't want to admit it, because I'm always the strong friend, always giving everybody the best advice, always being there for everybody. So I'm like, at one point I was like, me, depression, could never. Because if you know me, you know I'm chill, just going with the vibe of life, having fun, dancing up a storm, cracking jokes here, there, and everywhere. So eventually I had to come to terms with it. Couple friends kind of noticed it as well and pointed it out to me. So I had a few flare-ups where I just was angry for no reason. I never could have explained why I was angry, why I would snap, why all of that. And those things can be from you being sad and out of it and being depressed. So I decided to do some research as well based on friends pointing it out, and I was like, you know, all of these symptoms kind of adding up. So yes, we did some research, and I was kind of still in denial, but the thing is, you have to accept to move on. So I decided to, you know, talk to a few friends and see where it's at. I honestly don't think I'm at the stage where I need professional help. I was kind of in denial because me, depression, come on, good girl like me. But then a few friends had pointed out to me that, you know, I'm not the norm, I'm not upbeat, I just don't want to be involved, I would zone out and all of those stuff. Plus I used to just get so angry for no reason. I would snap. I just don't understand where all of this aggression and everything is coming from, even though I'm naturally an aggressive person, but aggressive in a good way where we're rough. But like, I would have just snap. Like if the fly passed me, I'd have be like, yo, you get what I'm saying? So after a few friends pointed it out, I decided to do some research, and I kind of realized that a lot of the symptoms I've been going through. So I was still kind of in denial, because I'm like, nah. WebMD and friends will just trick you. Them will just trick you. But after staying up crying, not understanding, and it's still playing back on my mind, I say, yo, you know what? Maybe you are. And I decided to talk to my mom, and she's like, I noticed it as well. And in all honesty, I'm not a medical profession, but I think you are going through depression, and it's understandable, and I shouldn't beat up myself and all of that. So me wishing the worst for myself, I don't want to be here, I don't want to experience anything. It's just like she's telling me don't. Plus other friends were there for me. Thank you to W16, yo, and About the Wine Girl, Candice, Tony Shea, just to name a few. Thank you to them dead. Thank you to those guys for always being there, for being my support system. Thank you to Rakeem. Thank you to all of you guys. So I had a breakdown, like a breakdown of all breakdowns. I don't really want to get into it because it's gonna get me emotional, but I had a breakdown, and I had to admit to myself that, yo, something's up. So honestly, I'm not at the stage where I've sought professional help as yet, and I'm getting there, but I have turned to the Lord in prayer. I've turned to my friends, used my journal to express myself, and I am getting there, because based on friends and associates, therapy, it does help. So I will eventually get there. So now that I've accepted it, I found ways to cope. And if you follow me on Instagram, you will see how I cope. I cope by painting. I love art, so I express myself through art. I also do little DIYs around the house. I plant. I love to plant, as you can see. So I plant stuff, transplant, help my parents with planting because they have their whole greenhouse and their whole planting business. So I help them out there as well. I've worked on my talent because I do wire bras for carnival and casual outfits, and I've taken the time to teach myself how to sew, and funny enough, it's been one of my outlets. It's been amazing, plus it's making me money. So I've done that as well, and now I've started exercising for about a month and a half. I've started exercising with some friends and new friends, UFC, that's what we call ourselves. And it's been an amazing help in terms of, we made up this little joke that it's called UFC, Unemployment Fitness Club, because we were all unemployed and we were going through the motions of life. And people might look at it and be like, why unemployed fitness club? But there's a twist to it. It's kind of motivating in a way, because the whole twist to it is, if you get a job, you get kicked from the club and you can only be a guest. So you still can exercise with us, but we're still pushing you to get your job. So every day we talk about getting jobs, what we're doing, and we motivate each other to get work. But at the same time, that anger, that built up sadness that we've developed, we put it into exercising. So that's one way as well. And a next thing that we've been doing are small pars. Yes, Miss COVID is among us, so we gotta small it down. But friends, we reach out to each other and we be like, yo, Sunday river, Saturday beach. Just little ways to get out of our head, to stop overthinking. Just appreciate life, appreciate the small things that will turn out into big things. And a next thing I've noticed as well, taking a breather from social media. It can become very overwhelming when you see everybody posting, seeming like they're doing great. But here's the trick. On social media, a lot of people only post their ups, they don't post their downs. So sometimes you need that break, and if you need to take it, take it. Don't let anybody tell you, say, why you do this, why you do that. Take it. It's great for you, you do it. And next thing for me personally, small conversations with God. Like in the night time, people just say you must pray so and you must pray so. Brother, when me and God talk, we reason. God is my friend. God is my brethren. So if I need to ball and say, yo God, why? I cry, I let it out, and I say, yo God, why I feel like I hate myself? Why do I feel like I'm less than what I am? And in all honesty, you feel that way, and you see when you start to express it to him, it's like you hear the voice in your head saying, maybe you're great, you're a superstar. Look at what you've done, look at what I put you through, look how you've overcome it. So overcame. Man make word, that my father always tell me. So if you can finesse it, finesse it. So yeah, small conversations with God. I don't know your religion, but whichever way works for you. If you want to talk to who your God is, talk to who your virgin is, do that. Writing in my journal is our next one, and just dancing around the house and all of those lovely things, and talking with friends and family, a therapist, as people tell me, that is helpful. So yeah, that's really my take on depression, and I'm just gonna say to you, take it easy, seek the help if you need the help, talk to a friend if you need to. And if you aren't suffering from depression but you know somebody who's suffering from it, take the time out to check on your friends. Take the time out. even if your friend seems like the strongest link in the camp, it won't hurt. Check on the friend. Check on them. So until next time, guys, just live good, eat some food, exercise, just think about the positive in life, and love yourself. Again, I'm ShaunDemmi. Don't forget to like and share as well, and follow me on all socials at ShaunDemmi, and follow my business pages at Wild Dream. And as I said before, just go and live good and take care of yourself.